More! Lunch break!
We are back with another lunch break.
Hello.
Summer is over.
Is it?
It feels like it. It's cooling down, which is nice.
I'm in denial.
And also means a lot of the summer lovin' is cooling down as well.
Summer lovin'.
Hopefully not. I mean, unless you wanted to.
Hibernation is starting.
Already?
The early stages.
Oh yeah. So we did something fun on social media. We did a call out for questions to see if you guys need advice on your love life. And we're the panel to answer it.
We have years of accumulated experience to share with you all.
Yeah, don't ask about qualifications. Take it for what it's worth.
Also, all of these are going to be anonymous because some people asked to be, but some people didn't clarify, so we're just going to make them all anon.
You're in a safe space here.
Yes.
All
Open
right, so
conversation.
John.
First question, how do I find my own Peter Kravinsky?
Ooh.
What is that?
A big movie that came out this summer on Netflix. To all the boys I loved before.
Oh, that guy? So how do you get a two-faced, deceiving guy to fall for you?
No!
Yeah, don't make any romantic deals in high school.
Don't write a letter and accidentally send it out.
There's five things you need to do, and it's all 5 letters.
Yeah.
Okay, let's break it down to like what she's really looking for.
Yeah. What do you
Minus
mean?
all those whatever
Right.
awkward weird things.
What do you really mean?
He's a sweet boy. And he's
Okay.
very quick, very caring. You guys are very skeptical.
Sweet
But-
boy.
Okay, first, I know a lot of nice male boys and men, so that I check. You know who I like more than Peter Krasinski? I like John Krasinski. Oh,
Whoa.
I like
Whoa, 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 whoa,
Halpert.
whoa, 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 whoa.
Okay, sorry.
Friends.
You want to find a guy that fits you, you know? It's not about this pretty boy who drives a Jeep.
I mean, technically, you're asking how do you find them? It's not your job to find them. They find you. So you be yourself, and whoever is attracted to you, those are the right people. Because if you have to do something different so that they come to you, I think that's a bad start.
My answer is no. We'll never find a Peter Kravinsky.
He's fictional. It's not even real.
Moving on. How can you be less shy or awkward on a first date or just a friendly hangout with someone you're interested in?
That's a good question. I struggle with that. Did you ever struggle with that? Being really nervous on a date?
Still, right now.
Oh yeah. Is this a date? What?
I've been dating the same
Hey,
person.
man.
I've been having lunch dates for many years now. I've faced that exact problem, and the way to do it is stop trying. I think the more you try not to be awkward, it becomes very evident that you're not in your own comfort zone. If you're awkward, if you spill water on yourself, but you can make a joke out of it, that ultimately, that confidence is what people like to see.
I think once you remove expectations from the date and stop thinking about how you're being perceived and you focus on just interest in them, then it's a little bit more natural too.
That's a good point that you make. If you're going into a date with a result already in mind, of oh, I want this person to be my girlfriend or whatever, going in with that expectation already sets you back.
Yeah.
Also, this is because I just watched Terrace House and in an episode, the girl is also very quiet and shy. And she was very nervous, so she wrote up a list of questions. But the thing was, she brought it out.
I gotta watch Terrace House.
And that was the awkward part. I was like, dang it, she could think of that concept, but don't physically bring it out and mention that you have a list.
Yeah, don't be like, ooh,
Kinda
what else did I miss?
In your head, you can have those questions, but don't be upset if they don't follow that plan.
Well, how did it work out for her?
It was very awkward. I cringed a lot.
Well, I would say totally bring it out and be like, hey, I'm really awkward, so I made these questions. I mean, you could totally go into it.
I can see it being working out.
Yeah, I mean,
It depends.
It depends. Knowing how you are and just be okay with it. In terms of expectations about dates, stop watching romantic comedies.
Unrealistic
Yes.
expectations.
Yeah.
That's a good step. I am always funnier than the dudes I date. Any advice on how to
Whoa.
So confident.
any advice on how to find my equal goofball?
I also think that you shouldn't write off a guy too quickly in the first date if he doesn't have the humor, because I know personally that I don't want to assume that they find the same things I think are funny on the first date. And usually that stuff kind of comes out naturally as you get to know someone. Or he's getting more comfortable.
Yeah, like that last question about being awkward, maybe he's not fully you know, able to get in the zone yet.
Give him a few dates.
There's probably some ways to like test the waters too, like maybe like send some memes over.
I was gonna
and
say
see,
exactly.
See how they react, right?
Messenger?
It's like, you know,
yeah.
We're not it's like we're not meme compatible. Sorry.
I'm also kind of just, I want to know how funny this person is.
Yeah. Yeah. Are you actually funny or do you just think you're funny? We're asking you questions now.
What are some really beautiful and cheap or free date places to go in SoCal?
Ooh.
I think a picnic is the cutest. Easy. You could go to a lake or a nice park, make food.
You gotta
You could
buy
bake
the
something.
food,
You don't have
yeah.
to. You could cook something.
You have to sit in traffic to get there and it'll be like 90 degrees, no shade.
But that's a good point. I think public settings like that are usually pretty cheap, like malls, farmers markets.
Places you can just
Night
like walk
markets.
around and kind of explore and
I think cooking is a fun like early date because I feel like if you can learn to cook with somebody, a good way to learn how compatible you are.
Ooh,
Covers a lot of ground.
It does.
covering ground. What about a hike? Not a long one,
I was gonna say a hike.
like a 1 mile hike. Not not too much of a commitment. A lot of exits.
Taylor knows how to get to my heart.
Is that true?
stop flirting.
For a first date?
I think it's a good date idea, but I don't know about
Maybe not
first
first
date.
date.
Maybe if they're both athletic, but that is a free thing
I
to
will
do.
say now, it's a deal breaker. So if on that first
What?
date they're like, I'd rather not, I'm not really into hikes, I'd be like,
What if they just had a bad
hike.
week, they're
Well, that's different.
tired?
that's different than not enjoying it.
So you're saying a hike, Wes, what would you say?
Maybe driving somewhere that neither of them have been to yet and exploring it together and finding something there to do. So all you have to do is worry about, you know, getting there, and then from there, it's kind of like an adventure together. Yeah.
Technically, wouldn't any date be like that? Driving to a place you haven't gone.
Obviously my standards are very low right now. But it has to be a place that neither person has been. So
I think SoCal specifically, any dessert place is good.
Oh yeah, and you can share. It's like, oh, you gotta try this. Ooh, ooh. So good.
What about things not to do on a first date? Places that you shouldn't go, that you shouldn't do.
Oh.
Okay.
Because one thing that came to mind is don't watch a movie. That takes up like, you know, a big 2-hour chunk of your night that like you might not get to know this person as much as you would have hoped.
I think that's safe to say, but I have done that. And you know, if the person's really into movies, then you can, you know, make it into more of a conversation piece.
As long as you have something after it.
Yeah.
You know,
Watch the
definitely.
movie. Watch the movie first.
I always tell people don't get sushi on the first date because, like, I mean, I have trouble eating large specialty premium rolls, and so it falls apart as you bite it. It looks ugly. It's tough.
What? Sushi is great. Anytime. Work on your chopsticks.
It's just you know, take 2 bites sometimes, and it like falls apart, and you're trying
That's
to
true.
maintain eye contact. while
Okay,
they're-
okay.
Anyway, that's just me.
Maintain eye contact while trying to.
You're listening and then chewing.
That's why it's falling apart, dude.
Yeah.
I'm gonna confuse you guys and go against what I just said. Don't go somewhere you haven't been.
Huh?
Go somewhere where at least
You're
one of you
confusing us.
knows, so you have control of the date.
So you're taking back that
I'm not taking it
first-
back.
the driving thing.
I'm not taking it back.
This is good because like one person can lead this date, one person can lead the next, and then it's like a conversation.
You can take any situation and make it a good or bad one, like I just did. So good luck.
How do you fix a relationship when your conversations start to run dry or repetitive? Since you spend so much time together, how do you not run out of things to talk about? So it's about like that comfortable stage.
Go do new things together.
Or do new things separately, so you have things to come back to talk about.
Dang. Knowledge.
That's a good one. I think it's hard to like say this will fix it. It might not be fixable. You know, it might be signs that it's you're on the way out. But it definitely could be fixable.
Yeah, if you're trying to save it though, I think, you know, always looking for something new to do or something new to bring to the table because learning more about yourself will help the relationship too.
You know, communication, like talking to the other person, saying, I noticed this and I really want to work on it and see how they react.
I see this as like 2 situations too, like where one is like you did get along at one point and it just like dwindled down, or you just never got along in the first place and you keep trying to like
Yeah.
put something there that isn't.
Yeah.
You have to establish that you're both on the same page and you both want to make it work. So you're both contributing the same amount of effort to do it. Because I can see a problem if one person's like, I'm gonna try to reignite this.
Yeah.
And then it's like, wait, why aren't you like meeting me halfway?
When you're in a relationship, there's 3 lives. There's you, the other person, and there's a relationship.
And then there's 2 little Yorkies too.
No, he has 5 lives. If he had a cat, it'd be like, what, like 15 lives?
9 plus 5 is 14.
Sorry, I was 2 cats. 18.
2 cats, but 1 cat is like.
Yeah, you don't know how many lives I have left.
How do you deal with not getting along with your SO's best friends? I don't know about that, but I've seen the other way around, where I'm the best friend, and the SO is not like reaching out. If they stop by or something, they kind of hide away when the friend visits.
Yeah.
So we don't get to know the person. I think that's kind of awkward.
That's really tricky. There's so many dynamics there that are at play.
At least position yourself as like someone that's open to trying to make this work. You know, if you can't be good friends with your SO's best friend, at least like get to the point where you're able to hang out in the same room, right? And if they're not receptive of it, then I think it's kind of like a lost cause.
Yeah.
And hopefully the person you're with, they should be your best link to those friends, and they can maybe find commonalities.
Your friend's impression of your significant other is only going to be based off what the last thing you told them, right? So like, if they only hear the bad sides, they're going to think, oh, the relationship's not good. Like, make sure to tell your friends the good sides too, you know?
That's a good point.
I think it's like people tend to rant, they don't tend to share what's good.
Yeah.
So you as the person in the middle need to make sure everyone has all the information.
Yeah.
Last one, I think is the most important one. What if I date a girl, but she doesn't like Wong Fu?
Oh, it's over, man. Run!
Make sure she doesn't know you're watching this video.
There's always more Wong Fu.
I think that says a lot about her character, and you should really reevaluate the people that you're hanging out with.
Just kidding.
Okay. She'll come around.
Ultimately, the person you're with is not gonna have all the same interests as you. That's totally okay. You probably like a few things that she doesn't, or he doesn't. Have fun finding those things out, because that's what makes a relationship really exciting.
Watch this episode with her.
Yes. And notice how I was on their side. I helped defend them, so I think we gained a point there.
Yeah, now they're gonna start watching.
Yeah, now they'll start watching.
It's reverse psychology.
No, don't tell them. How can you not like this?
Is that it?
That was fast.
That's it.
Wow.
We didn't answer all of them.
Okay.
Oh, I was just gonna say we've solved every relationship.
We've solved everything. We are pros.
You're welcome. Yeah, there was a ton of questions that we didn't get to, and actually, I thought this was a lot of fun. If you want us to do this again, there's definitely more questions we can answer in the next episode.
Thanks for watching, guys. Remember, lunch breaks every Thursday.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Check out our Patreon if you want to become a care holder. We have merch on our website, wongfustore.com, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.